As you can see, the French police launch just off the shore as well, to the left-hand side of that shot, the migrant boat on the right-hand side of the image there, and it's doing nothing.
So the French are taking nearly £500 million of your hard-earned British tax to do this. If this doesn't make you absolutely furious with the French authorities, I don't know what will. Let's take a look at the full clip from GB News.
I want to show you the shots of the migrant who came across the channel trying to get into hotel accommodation. He came through from Afghanistan. That's him there. You can see him on the boat doing as so many of them do, which is posting their dainty little social media videos there, and that's him making that journey. And here is him in his hotel room at an average cost of £145 a night for these migrant hotels now, with 1,500 having crossed. That's almost £250,000 just for the last cohort who came across. And you can see all the flags on the left-hand side of the screen there. Mad. These are the countries that he's been through. Afghanistan to Pakistan, India, Turkey's gone to
Wait till you see the full clip Balkans, of this guy
as well as then coming across Italy, Switzerland, through France, and eventually to the UK, now settled into that hotel. And that, of course, will anger many people who see the money that we're having to expend on the hotels. Something else that's going to, I'm sure, raise the hackles of our audience are these images. This is Le Touquet on the French side of the channel, and this is the practice of taxi boats, which is something really that's
French police right there,
seeing
this illegal activity going on.
The small boats come in,
letting them do their thing.
To the shore. The migrants wade out to get onto these small boats. But what's, I think, key about this is you can see the French police launch just off the shore as well, to the left-hand side of that shot, the migrant boat on the right-hand side of the image there. And it's doing nothing, absolutely nothing to intervene and to try to push that migrant boat back to shore. Now, this comes just weeks after the French Interior Minister met with Yvette Cooper in Le Touquet and spoke about the need to change the law so that they could intervene to do just what we're talking about there, to use that police launch to get in close to that boat and to push it ashore. Because the fact is, you can see by the dozens of migrants who are out there, they're up to their waist in water, but that's it. And that shallow sort of sea continues for quite a bit out there. So the French want to be able to push the migrant boats back. But clearly, despite what the Interior Minister has said he wants to do, that's not happening. This imagery was just taken yesterday, and it shows the continuation of this practice, Martin, of the taxi boat coming into shore, of migrants just wading out there, and the only people in the water are French rescue services there in case some of the migrants should get into trouble.
Where is our money going?
As they try to clamber aboard those small boats.
You know, Mark White, these videos make an absolute mockery.
Unbelievable.
They make an absolute mockery of what the United Kingdom has become. Look at them. They're up to their waists in water. I've had deeper baths than that, Mark White. I've been in deeper swimming pools than that, and they're getting ferried into British waters by waiting vessels. It's farcical.
Farcical, exactly. That is exactly what it is. This is an absolute joke. This is where your hard-earned taxpayer cash is going. We are giving the French a boatload of British money so that they can stop the boats from leaving British shores. What are they doing instead? They are literally escorting them out onto the water. They're providing them, right? Not just that police launch that just stands there and just I mean, I don't even see the point of it being there. It literally just stands there and does nothing. The police launch is basically there to make sure that they can safely get on the boat. Yay, they're out of France. They're not our problem now. The Brits can pay to put them up in hotels and take care of them. So they want to really make sure that those migrants get on that boat safely and make it all the way to Britain, because they don't want them in France, do they? Right? And then look at these dorks in orange, right? Look at these guys, okay? These guys, this is the rescue service, right? I get the impression this is the French equivalent of the RNLI, just like how we have lifeguards out on the beach all day in Britain to make sure we are safe in the water. They've got these guys making sure that everyone getting onto a migrant boat makes it on safely. I'm sorry, but what kind of backwards incentives is this? This is monumentally messed up. And when I came away from my trip that I went on when I went on the Channel 4 show that some of you guys may have seen, go back to where you came from, one of my biggest takeaways from that trip is I came away from Calais literally furious with the French, and I have been ringing the alarm bells ever since, them telling them that the French are doing almost everything they can to push people onto these boats and to get them to go to Britain, even though we're giving them British money. And I think people just think I'm some kind of conspiracy theorist and this isn't true, and they're not listening. But now you have it, now you have the proof, now you have the evidence. This is what the French are doing, okay? Do not be fooled when every now and again the French send us a video of them taking a knife and slashing a migrant dinghy and deflating it, looking like, oh yeah, we're stopping the boats, yeah, we're using your British money. No. Don't be fooled. The French, they want them to come to Britain. Why would the French want to house these people, pay for these people, have them living in their communities? They'd rather they be in Britain. So of course they're helping them to get onto these boats, right? If we don't hold them to account and at least say to the French, you are not getting a dime of British money so far as you are literally helping and taxiing these migrant boats to the centre of the channel and handing them over to Border Force, right? You don't get money for helping the boats come to Britain. You're meant to only be getting money to stop the boats. If you're not stopping the boats from leaving, actively making an active effort, and not helping people to get across, you're not getting a dime of our money. It should be as simple as that. Can you imagine if Trump was in number 10? You think he would put up with this shit? Absolutely not. Look how Trump dealt with the Colombians. They said they weren't going to take the illegal migrants back, so he said, fine, we'll put a, 200% tariff on Colombian goods coming into the US. Within a couple of hours, they literally changed minds, said, we'll take them all, don't worry, and we'll give you a plane to do so. Can you imagine if we had Trump negotiating with us? We would not have probably a single boat arriving on our shores. Keir Starmer, Yvette Cooper, they have no idea what they are doing. And this makes me absolutely furious with the French. Another thing which you do not see in this video, but I have been ringing the alarm bells about, is that when I was talking to migrants in Calais and I was saying to them, why are you not claiming asylum here in France? What is wrong with France? Why don't you just stay here? Right? Because that's the question we all ask, right? Why are they coming to Britain? Is it just because of the fancy hotel? Oh, no. The hotels may be nice, but, these people, they honestly, most of them, they would rather crack on and get a job, to be honest, because they've been living in limbo land for years whilst they've been travelling and unable to work and unable to make any of their own money, right? The reason why so many of them are leaving is because all of them were telling me, oh, I would claim asylum here in France, but they won't let me. It's not like they've tried and been rejected. They haven't been given the opportunity to make an asylum application. They have been given a letter from the French authorities saying, you have 7 days to leave the country. These people, they were calling them deportation letters, right? But it wasn't really deportation because they were not being given a flight or a train to somewhere else, right? They weren't being deported to anywhere. They were just being told, find a way to get out of France. You have 7 days to do so. Go figure. Well, if these guys don't have the documentation to go and live legally in some other country, then their only option is to leave by an illegal route, i.e. to leave via a small boat or trying to get on a lorry across to Britain. The French are literally forcing them our way. When are people going to wake up? When is Keir Starmer going to wake up? When is Yvette Cooper going to wake up? Or are they completely aware of this, but they're not being honest about it with the British public? Something needs to change, and the French must be held to account. I'm Chloe Dobbs. Thank you very much for watching. Subscribe to Reasoned if you haven't already.